Hey people, what's up? It's your homegirl that's back with another review of, as I love to call it, My Love and Hip Hop ATL, Season 10, Episode 2, Good Trouble. But, of course, we all know most troubles are bad anyways, but some good trouble, it depends on what it is. Now, let's kick it off, starting with Yandy, Mendices, and Tamika Mallory heading up to Louisville, Kentucky for the protest for justice for Breonna Taylor, who unfortunately was murdered in her home in her sleep. And the murderers, the freaking cops, they need to be brought to justice, charged, and everything else. And Young Jock decides to go up there as well with them. And later on, we find out Carly Red also goes up there. She comes late, but she goes up there as well in support of the cause and what's happening and everything. And at the speaking of the protest, Portia Williams of the Real Housewives of Atlanta was there as well. So everything went pretty well. Everything well went pretty good. It went good there. I know Mendices was worried in case he got arrested or charged or anything. He'd be sent back to prison because he's on probation. He's on probation. It didn't come down to that at all. So that was great as well. Now, next female cast member up is Amaretta the Great, and she's been putting out some hits, but took a year off last year because it was way too much with the pandemic and everything else going on. And now, oh excuse me, now she's back and has another song out and has has a meet and greet with her fans who've been waiting to see her now, and that goes well with surprisingly young baby Tate comes and supports her. And they've been following each other on Instagram for a good minute now. And later on, while young baby Tate's at the studio, Amaretta pops up. Young baby Tate lets her know that she's about to head out to California and speak to this guy visit this guy she's been talking to, who happens to be an artist as well. Can't remember his name, but we'll find out next week, of course, and we'll see how that goes. According to the previews next week, it'll be a bit more of a shocker than normal, but we'll see what happens. As always, there are twists and turns everywhere, every time you turn around. But that's the great part about it. Anyways, Amaretta lets her know that she's going to visit her mom, and her mom is not too happy with the song she put out, calling it a diss to her because she spoke about her experiences, what she went through growing up and everything. Excuse me. That was refreshingly needed. Anyways, anyways, I know I'm going in and out with the camera, but never mind that. Anyways, back to the matter at hand. Her and her mom have some tacos for Taco Tuesday and stuff, and unfortunately, her mom says she's delusional and that didn't happen that way. Amaretta says yes, the heck it did. Yes, the hell it did, because she remembers it clearly, clear as day. And unfortunately, that situation is never going to be resolved. Sad to see that. Now, Erica Mena, she goes to the doctor for a regular checkup and stuff, and her older sister comes to visit and supports, of course, and she lets her know what's been going on and everything, and then she shows her on the phone the sonogram. Come to find out, she's pregnant again, but doesn't know whether or not to tell Safari because of their big blow-up argument last week. Doesn't know what he's going to say, how he's going to feel, if he's going to leave her, she's going to be forced to be a single mother again. And she doesn't want to go back to being that. Understandably so. But her sister reminds her they're strong and they've got this, and she has her support as always. Okay, now, unfortunately, to the Frost Bistro drama, there was a fight that broke out between Kai's girlfriend, Amina, and Kirk Jr.'s girlfriend, Sierra, and Kelsey tries to break it up or something, and unfortunately that did not end well at all because that caused Rashida and Kirk to call for a staff meeting with their kids. They want to leave a legacy, something down for the kids to pass on and stuff to the grandkids and everything else. Understandably so, that's fine. But unfortunately, because of what happened and what's been happening lately financially, Kirk went to their accountant, and their accountant let them know that they're in the red, in the millions, and that's not good at all, which is in debt. So, so basically, kids need to leave their racked, they need to leave the unprofessionalism and everything behind, leave the drama at home, leave it at the door. When they come there, they need to be business minded. And Kelsey feels like there's favoritism because her and Sierra weren't on the schedule. When she looked up, Amina was, and Kirk let her know Amina was expo. It's nothing personal, it's business. And Kai, he walks out because he knows how he is and stuff, and doesn't care what people think about him, but, or say about him. But if you're a manager, like Kelsey said, you need to know how to talk to people, period, especially employees. And honestly, and after that, Kai walks out, Kirk goes after him and talks to him and stuff. They come back in. Kirk lets them know next one start some shit. The Harrises is out of there, and the rest of them will stay there, and they're gonna hire people. They're gonna need to hire people, some outside help or whatever. Because honestly, after that fight, yeah, I'd say you should hire some other people because all of that fighting, the unprofessionalism and everything ratchet is no, not for the restaurant, not what you want, not what you want to have people thinking and stuff. But anyways, now next week we'll see what happens with more twists and turns and craziness and everything else. But last night's episode was great. I'm late on this, but wanted to make sure I got everything right, or majority of everything right. Now, next week, let's see what happens. All right. Thank you for watching. Thanks, thanks for watching my review, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and view more of this. All right. Have a great day, everyone, and keep watching more reviews of My Love and Hip Hop ATL, my favorite one. Have a great day.